Ooh, I
We're
don't have
easing into it.
a canned crush today, and everyone's upset. Here's the thing, I finally finished the Beach Plum LaCroix. I have a case of guava ones waiting for me. I did not refrigerate them.
Julia, you've never been more of a disappointment to me than at
I
this
know, I'm
moment.
disappointed in me, you know? I'll
That's a
talk to
bit.
my I'll talk to my therapist about it, but I'm disappointed in me, so
Hello, chat.
hello, chat.
Oh,
Everyone
guys,
say
we're
hello.
back.
Tell
Hello,
me
everybody.
exactly how you're doing in this moment. Tell me
Yeah.
everything you feel right now.
Tell me all the things. All of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah, I would love to hear how your last, 6 weeks, your holiday season has been. I was saying just before we started, we are so back. I am so excited to be back, and I'm very glad the holidays are behind me, which is always like a high pressure environment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Mhm,
mm-hmm.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
You know.
I always forget how much giving gifts stresses me out until I have to do it again every year, and it's awful.
I truly love gift giving. It's one of my favorite things. I'm just a gift giving that's my love language except for food. Food I think is my love language when it comes I
Yeah,
just want to share food with everyone whether it's
Mhm.
something I made or something I'm eating. I want to enjoy the experience with another person, but I love gift giving. So,
same.
I don't feel the same way, Brandon.
Well, when I give food gifts, I feel better about it. So,
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you know.
Ninskolas is just a mess right now. Happy Bob says that they are in no way disappointed in you, Julia.
Thanks.
Bray might be getting a new apartment soon. Also, shout out Bray for subscribing at tier 2 for 18 months.
Bray, get out of here.
Wow.
Get out of
Thank
here
you,
with
Bray.
that.
Mixel is really relaxed. They went to a sauna today after 4 years. Wow.
Hey, nothing Asana can't fix.
Nothing.
Mhm.
Love that.
Bray, very importantly, Bray wants to know, Julia, did you go to Burlington? How was the food? Where'd you go?
I haven't gone yet. We're going in a couple weeks, and I did already make a reservation at Hen of the Woods. So don't worry, Bray. I will tell you how I enjoy that one
Hell yeah.
specifically.
Hell
So,
yes.
mhm, mhm.
We approve.
Love that library chick is still not back at work. Love that for you. Love
Love that for you.
Hmm
libraries.
Yep, yep, yep.
Library Check is in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Is what is your winter holiday work
Well, it's
like?
summer there, Brandon.
Well, that's a good point. What is the summer holiday work off situation? Like here, technically, you really only get off Christmas, but most companies give that week off ish, or at
Mhm,
least no one pays attention to it.
mhm.
Is that the same in Australia?
Yeah,
I'm
if you have an
curious.
office job, people will leave you alone between Christmas and New Year. If you work retail, probably it's the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely the worst time.
yeah.
Nice. Oh, Zach, I didn't realize you'd been off for the multi-beeb 2, the beebening. I'm sorry you have to go back.
See, this is a good example. Zach only gets 4 weeks of parental leave when I'm sure Australia has 6 months or something.
Mhm, mhm.
Something reasonable.
Library chick also said finished work on the 20th, not back until the 8th, which is
Smart.
Ooh,
so good.
that's
I
nice.
know. I got a couple out of offices about people being like, "Yep, I'm out till January 12th." And I'm like, "That's a month. That's a
That's
month
great.
that you've
That's
been out."
great. Amanda, next
Damn.
year, get fucking ready because that's my break next year.
I mean, but we run our own shit, so we have
I
to
know.
just do all the work before.
Mhm,
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
That's true, that's true. I'm
Yeah.
doing it. I'm getting prepped now. I'm gonna have all the episodes for December for
Okay.
Spirits recorded next month. Get
I
I
fucking
mean,
mean,
ready.
all right.
technically, we can do that whenever we want to. If we just got ahead and did JTP,
Impossible.
we could take
Truly
3 months off
impossible.
if we wanted to.
We could. We could. Impossible, but we
It's
could.
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in case you guys have forgotten what we're doing here,
Who
this
we
is, of
are.
course, Join the Party side quest.
Look at
Are
that little
you
baby.
are you laughing at Baby New Year?
I forgot
Yeah.
about Baby New Year.
Did we already make that, or did you put that in,
No,
No,
Amanda?
no,
I
I put it
just
in
put
there.
it in.
I put it in. Uh,
Incredible.
I'm getting back in the groove. Where we make up plot hooks, small adventures, NPCs, and items, and we always want to hear your suggestions. So nice to have so much of the core group here with us, because each of us is going to lead a different scenario, making up, plot hook, small adventure, NPC, item. As I follow along in Canva, I'm here in the studio on a new computer that is so quick and responsive, and I'm very excited. And hey, we've been out for an entire calendar month, which means that Daddy Bezos has some free Prime Gaming subs for you, or
Mm.
you can connect your PayPal and give us a paid sub. All of that, much appreciated. I'd say the Patreon's the best way to support the show, but Daddy Bezos has money to give, and
And we
if we
will
don't
take his
take it,
money.
he can just keep it and keep getting weirdly jacked. So go ahead, connect your Amazon Prime and Twitch accounts, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Here's a question I have. Speaking of Daddy Bebos, we were talking. What were we watching? We were watching something. Oh, For All Mankind. It's not
Mhm.
important, but someone was like, one of those lines was like, "Do you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire?" And Lauren was like, "Those are the same thing." And I was like, "No, it's like million is
Not even a
very
little
different
bit.
from a billion." She was like, "But there's no way you can spend $1 billion in your lifetime." So my question is, do you think Daddy Bebos, regardless of tax rules,
Yeah.
could feasibly spend his fortune before he dies?
Is donation spending?
No,
Mm.
because
Then
then you could
no.
just like give one
No.
check for all
Then
just
no.
like right in the line, all my money, and just
No, I don't think he could.
No.
like could he just like buy? I don't even know what you could buy. Like, what
I
could you
mean, you
buy?
could buy, like, you could buy everybody's medical debt, you could buy everyone's student loans, but he's
He
not
still
doing that
wouldn't
shit.
spend all of it though.
That's what I'm
Yes.
wondering. Yeah, would it spend all of that?
No.
No.
He couldn't buy the debt of the US, I don't think.
No, but a lot of that is financing, like, war crimes. So, if Daddy
That's true.
Bezos bought medical debt and student debt, that would hardly be a drop in the bucket, like, honestly.
If only
Yeah,
they
that's
would all
true.
like fucking use it to, I don't know,
Should be
solve world
illegal.
hunger
Should
and
be illegal.
yeah.
After $99 million, or $999 million, it should just all go to public good.
Yeah.
Medical
The
debt
problem
is
is, and not that I want to tell the coffee ghost she's wrong. The problem is someone who has $1 million and someone who has $1 billion are so different. Like $1 million is you can live somewhat comfortably in America. That's like nothing
barely,
really.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that that's how it is, but it fucking sucks.
Yep.
According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, we have 88 billion of outstanding medical bills, and that's barely even
He's got way
touching
more than that.
Bezos's money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you just buy it and then shred it up.
Oh, God, what a fucking asshole.
He
Okay, there is 1.77 trillion in student loan debt though, so I don't know if you could get that.
But that's all fake debt. It's
That's
all
true.
Yes,
That
the
is fake
government
debt.
the government can forgive its, and then he can buy the private loans, would be
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
suggestion.
yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But who asked me?
Not Jeff Bezos.
Not Jeff
He
Bezos.
doesn't even wanna give us even a little money. You gotta ask him, say, "Daddy Bezos, please give me the money."
Now, guys, I would like to point out that when I searched, as you can see in the sidebar here on Canva for Baby New Year,
Mhm.
um, there did just appear many frames of the state of New Jersey.
Why?
Um,
Mhm.
and what is that, Maryland? So I'm
No,
not
I
really
think it's all just New
s
Jersey, but that one's
Oh,
real
yeah.
spread out.
How do
Oh,
you
yeah,
know that
this
the
was just
shape of New Jersey?
'cause
Because we're
I
from New
live
York, Brandon.
it lives in my shadow, Brandon, and I pay attention to the bugs beneath my feet.
It's the little, like, it's the little poop that comes out of New York.
Yes. An extruded, painful poop.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going on to our first, side quest of the day
Oh,
here,
no.
people. Now, Brandon, I think you owe us some context.
Brandon, explain yourself.
Okay, folks, chat. I wanted to start the year off with a wild sibling story for y'all. I so my sis This is a photo of my sister. You could tell by her thumbnail there on the bottom left of the right-hand photo. Obviously,
It's
that's my
very
sister's thumbnail.
distinguishable. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
So my sister has a child. Her name is Emma. She's
Emma's
7.
cool. She plays the drums.
She plays the drum. She is my niece. She doesn't she plays the piano actually quite well. She's not as into the drums, but she is actually genuinely a very good pianist.
Wow.
Um, but my sister for the past like probably 2-3 years, maybe 4, but has done Elf on the Shelf, but not terrible. She just takes
Not the surveillance state?
not the surveillance state. She takes an elf whose name is Sugar Plum, and like puts her in fun situations every morning in December. So like sort of like an advent calendar, but with a Sugar Plum doll. And like, for example, maybe one day Sugar Plum got into the sugar canister and ate all the sugar, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Mhm, mhm.
Something
So
cute.
so more like she gets into scrapes and she's, like, doing
Shenanigans.
mischief around the house,
Mhm.
Yeah,
not
shenanigans.
surveilling Emma's behavior, yeah.
She's not making
Exactly.
sure that the kids behave and reporting back to Santa.
Not at all. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um So she's been doing this for a while, and Emma loves it. Um, and just not but an hour ago, my sister texted us all and said, Emma accidentally saw Sugar Plum in our safe, like where they keep where they keep Sugar Plum is in their like family safe or whatever. And she
Brandon,
said,
what? Hold on, Brandon. So it's like Emma's birth certificate, everyone's social security cards and passports, and then Sugar Plum the fairy?
yeah, I think it's because she knows not to go in there, so I think that's why they hold it. But
Interesting.
I mean, there's nothing in there, but
So hold on, how did she see her in
I
the
don't
safe
know
then?
how she saw it. I guess she was like, I guess they opened the safe to get something and then she just saw it. But
It's fucked up.
so she also sent these two photos. This is a note that Emma drew and wrote and gave to my mom. And I don't know if you could tell, but the word on the top left there on the left-hand side photo says sugar plum spelled wrong, and
Oh,
it's a
got it.
Course.
drawing of sugar plum in the safe. And on the bottom right it says mom sus, dad sus.
Mhm.
And then at the
Mhm.
top, it just says, "Know it." And it looks as if she has discovered something horrible and has become turned into the Zodiac killer and is going to murder her mom and dad.
This is it, like, listen, Brandon, if anything happens, this is her catalyst. This was the turning moment for
Mhm,
her.
mhm.
So
She's
now you
become the
know.
Riddler.
So now you know this is why. This is why. This is her villain origin story.
Mhm. And I do have to say, the first time, Eric saw this, the first thing he said was, "Is Emma Zodiac killer?"
And Eric also saw this with no
With
context
no
Mhm.
too.
context. And then I said that to Jessie, my sister, and she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Look at the note!"
Incredible.
Oh.
Next, you know, she's going to be creating her own language, and then you're going to have to decipher it, and she's going to send
Mhm,
it to a bunch of newspapers, and then a math teacher in California is going to figure something out.
mhm. Well, Julia, I think it's already started because look at the way she tried to spell sugar plum. I'm that must be a cipher, right?
And not a 7-year-old trying to spell
Right, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, no.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Incredible. Well, plum is really close.
That's
It's so
true,
close.
yeah. She does
Uh,
spell sus correctly.
Well,
oh,
it's an
yeah.
easy word to. How does a 7-year-old know the word sus? Is my
Oh,
question
from the
too.
YouTube and the Among Us.
Oh no!
She knows
Now,
that red
Oh
is sus.
no!
is it saying that mom and dad are suspects or that mom and dad are suspicious?
Both.
Suspicious. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we asked her because I don't know. This might be getting too weird, but for some reason, our brother-in-law had this weird idea of what sus meant, because he's like, I guess, never been online ever, and
Fair.
I was
Brandon,
like,
you're one to talk.
well, I know, but even I know what sus means and where it's
hmm
from, and I was like, no, it just means suspicious.
What did he
um,
think it meant?
I'll tell you offline.
Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right.
So, what are we building the side quest around? Is this about the quest to save the Sugar Plum Fairy? Is this about Emma detective?
May I make a suggestion,
Please
Brandon?
do.
Yeah.
I think this is a situation where it's a one shot.
Hmm.
You're all playing small children who are suspicious that your parents might have been somehow involved in the magic behind the sugar plum fairy,
Mm.
and you are determined, or you know that your parents have imprisoned the sugar plum fairy, and it's now your job to break her out of the jail that your parents have put her in
I
for the
like that.
season. Yeah.
All right. Lead us, Julia. I will make this our background.
Wonderful. So I think that much
Horrifying.
like I'm an only child, so Amanda and Brandon, I will need your help on the sibling logistics. But I assume you're
Mhm.
either like all siblings, or you are like children who one of you saw the sugar plum fairy in your parents' safe, and have gone to the other kids at school and said a travesty has taken place, an injustice needs to be made right. Come to my house, we will save the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Now, I don't mean to already off the bat know about you, Amanda, but can we just get a picture of the Rugrats up there?
It should just be the Rugrats. Brandon's absolutely correct, actually.
Certainly.
Amanda, just as a heads up, typically we can't see what you're searching. Now we can, but just wanted to let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't know why you searched for Rugrats sexy, but
Brandon? No, I did not. Okay. So these are our intrepid detectives. I'm gonna have to get some like detective accessories.
I was looking at that picture. I'm like, who were we missing? Phil and Lil, obviously.
Oh, where's Phil and Lil?
They got shafted.
Yeah,
all
they
of
got the boot.
All right, I'll see if I can get a better one.
The rest of the Rugrats are extremely homophobic, and they feel a certain way about Phil and Lil's mom.
I was about to say, Julia, they're siblings. What are you doing? Where are you going with this?
No, bro, come on.
Amanda, can you grab that person that's in a trench coat with sunglasses and a hat? Second from the bottom,
this one.
because that looks like a bunch of kids in a trench coat.
The emoji?
Oh yeah, the emoji.
Yeah. Oh, is that
the
an emoji?
does, yeah.
Oh,
sure.
I feel like that's what they would do, right?
Yeah, I think honestly, can you search Canva for kids in a trench coat? Because I'm sure there's something.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, Canva.
Come on, Canva.
There's got to be something, Canva.
Well,
kids in a trench coat, Canva.
We could certainly build our own.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
So Amanda, I think you need an open trench coat so that we can do some layering there.
Well, I was gonna have leggies coming out the bottom, and then the kid in the top.
What about this sus dude in the middle here, under the magic recommendations? I just want to see that a little bigger. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I like him. He's my new character in our next campaign.
He's extremely sus.
Brandon, do all your characters have butt chins?
Yes, they do.
Nice.
Famously so.
Nice.
He's round except for the butt chin.
All NPCs are Jewish and all chins are butts.
Nice. Okay, this is great. All right, we have this detective. I'm going to just kind of like layer the coat under the Rugrats.
Okay.
No.
Also, I think you're getting a little confused, Amanda. Milo didn't have a butt chin. Milo had a fat ass.
You're right. You're right. No, that's on me.
It's okay. We all.
I mean, he could have had both, Julia.
He could have.
All right, so they're
a common misconception.
They're kind of like all using the trench coat as like a playmat.
Sure.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's a metaphor.
So I think we have to think about the clues that we have to work with here.
Well, we know Sugar Plum's Fairy is in a safe.
Yes.
How are they going to determine what the code for the safe is?
Well, first they gotta find, I think, the safe, right?
Well, no, because I think the child saw that the Sugar Plum Fairy is in the safe, much like Emma did.
Right.
Yeah. Emma has determined that that she's in the safe, and now we've called in the team of safe crackers to get it out.
Children,
yeah. So we even note that we can write some clues on. I think some footprints would be interesting. I think.
Did the children just collect a bunch of Post-it notes from their parents' office? That's
Brandon, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say, are they just Gen Xers and all of their passwords are written down on a sticky?
It's good.
But maybe the kids don't know how to read, so it's still a challenge for them.
Is it reading if it's just numbies?
I mean, that's a good question.
That was a genuine question.
Yes.
If you saw the symbol and then just matched it on a keyboard, would you understand that that's how you?
That's
reading,
you
don't know how to read?
Well, isn't it putting together the words? But numbers, you don't really have to do that. I don't know. This is like a very metaphysical question.
Yeah,
I don't need to pose it here on the here on the stream.
I don't remember what it was like to not be able to read, so I don't know. I would be so interested to remember that though.
Well, matching the pattern to the meaning is reading, and so
Mhm.
that it counts, it counts when it's a number.
Interesting.
Mm.
I've been doing this
Good point,
for,
Amanda.
other languages, and,
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
it's like, "Oh, yeah, that letter does make that sound.
mhm.
That number does mean that." Okay, so we do have a listening device here. In
Yep.
Mhm.
terms of, like, spycraft that, you heard about as kids, nothing makes me happier than the tin can phone. So I think maybe they have, like, a network of consulting detectives,
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
who they are kind of like, you know, consulting as needed. And I think emoji detective and, PI type guy, they get in touch with via their tin can phone.
I think
I love that. What it
yeah.
is it are these the other kids on the playground that are like, "My dad's a detective, and so I'm a detective?"
Yes, there's always that one kid who's, like, really obsessed with one of their parents', like, jobs, and they're like, "That's what
Yes.
I'm gonna be when I grow up," and you're like, "You're 6, what are you talking about?" Um, I also think maybe part of the issue that needs to be solved is they need to, let's say the safe is in like the office of one of the parents who works from home or something like that. And they need to somehow lure that parent out so
Mm.
that they have access to the safe and can save the sugar plum fairy.
All right, Julia. First
Mm.
thought, best thought. Cat in a flower bag.
Cat in the flower
Woo!
bag. Why was that what came to your mind? That's
Why
brilliant.
not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
It both makes a mess and requires an immediate
I
solution.
mean, it's
Yeah.
brilliant. I just don't know how your
Mhm.
brain came up with that.
You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
what can I say? Oh, this cat looks angelic.
Oh. I got a
I
couple of
love
good suggestions in the chat, or a couple
him.
of good things in the
Oh.
chat. Aggie
Amanda
Frog sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry, really quick, Amanda, save that little black cat for later, the one who just looks like a bunch of, like,
Yes.
guests.
Yep.
Um, I want to make a whole thing about him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can do.
I just love
The leaning one or the
that one that you're
below?
hovering over right
Okay.
now, yes.
Oh, he's so
Great.
Oh,
cute.
yes, we're gonna
We'll
come
come back
back
to
to
him.
him later. I love him.
Aggie's Frogs in the chat says, "What if the password's written in cursive and that's why they can't read it?" Which is interesting.
Also good. Also
And,
very true.
Zach says that Multipeep2 and Multimom say hello.
Ooh, there's a lot of gifted oh,
And
Brandon,
oh,
guess who just
no.
messaged you? Another 5 minutes of Mamma Mia.
I was
Hey.
gonna say Mixel gifted a tier 1 sub, and Library Chick gifted 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Gang,
everybody.
keep going. We can add more time for Brandon to watch Mamma Mia.
Now, Brandon, are you keeping count? Because I think this brings us to 50 minutes.
I mean, didn't we already watch the first bit?
We watched 35, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
We did.
so we gotta add an
But
additional 5
I think
if we get
we have got did we not get a hype train after we watched that?
I don't
I
think so, Julia.
I
Brandon?
think we hit,
I think we might
5 to
have.
10 minutes because then we talked about the right interval to watch more.
Yes.
So, rounding down, let's say this brings us to 45 minutes.
Okay.
I think rounding down, it's like 35 minutes.
Brandon,
No,
we
because
can't
we've
go back.
watched 35
No,
minutes.
no, 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 no.
Oh, and the chat is saying we
Yep,
did
yep, yep.
hit more hype train. In the
45.
chat, tell me how much time you think we're up to that Brandon needs
Yes.
to watch. Just real quick.
Chat,
When you get a second.
chat, this is your chance.
And just
Chat,
also
pick
keep
your
in mind,
side.
we're at 93% right now and have 3.5 minutes still to get to the next level of the hype train.
We could hit 50 people.
We could hit 50 because chat is saying we're at 45. Oh,
Zach,
99%, gang.
Zach,
Keep
I will boot
going.
your ass from the Discord.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
Oh boy. Oh, so close, gang. Just a little bit more.
Oh, Bourbon
Oh,
Oh,
Wolf,
we
look
thank
at that.
you.
Up to
yeah,
50 minutes now. Brandon, isn't that
Bourbon Wolf
exciting?
subscribed with Prime for 7 months. Thank you,
Yay.
Bourbon Wolf.
Thank you, Bourbon Wolf.
Bray, if you're still here, please let it be known and written and recorded that we are up to 50 minutes of Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
And Zach, if you're still here, let it be written and known that you're on fucking notice.
Nope. Nope, not allowed.
You're not allowed to threaten our mods, Brandon, just because you don't want to watch Mamma Mia.
Thank you, Bourbon Wolf, and I'm glad our little accidental marketing tactic here is working.
It's working very well. I'm very happy with
All
it.
right. So we have our cat in the flower bag.
Mhm.
I have just gone ahead and thrown a fingerprint onto the
Mm,
safe just because I
mm,
think that would be interesting.
yeah,
Mhm.
I figure it could be kind of like a black light situation with this flashlight where someone got it, as a gift and can put their little
cute.
things to use. Yes.
Is the twist is they get the safe open, and the parents, knowing that they saw the sugar plum fairy in the safe, have now moved it to a secondary location.
I think that's really
Julia.
good.
Cha-cha-cha!
But then where did it go?
Well, we don't have footprints. Well, Amanda, you put footprints down, but we don't have a thing for those. So they have to follow the footprints and do something. Also, someone boot this person
Yeah,
out.
I'm
Thank
on it. I'm on it.
you.
Thank you.
um Gang, so excited that I think it's like up in the parents' bedroom and they like stuffed, or like it's in the bathroom somewhere. I don't know.
Hmm. This
I
is
don't
good, yeah.
know.
Maybe there's a little well, maybe it's a fun treasure hunt, there's a little map left behind,
Mhm.
and then, they,
Oh, that's cute.
and then they can your sister could actually do this, and then it'll be like, Emma, like, loved being with you, see you next December, XOXO Sugar Plum Fairy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell her to do that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Because then it
Make a
could be a little
little
treasure map. Yeah.
Yeah, a little treasure map, and then, like, it's like, "All right, and now I'm back to the North Pole," or wherever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm texting it right now.
Uh, your parents were keeping me safe inside the
The
safe
safe.
until
Yes, I
I could
needed to
safely
nap
get
after our
back.
fun December.
Until I could safely get back to the North Pole via Santa's magic.
Mhm.
Mhm,
This
mhm,
is
mhm.
great. Where do we think the note is left? Where is the most magical place that we could find this note?
So, they follow she's not in the safe, they follow the
Right.
footsteps to
Yes.
where this map is located, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I think the map is in the safe where the
Oh,
doll was,
okay.
and then the clues such as, fingerprint, footsteps, etc., lead them to the secondary location.
I mean, I think
Is
the
it
most magical Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda, you had an idea.
no, is it morbid to say the freezer? Because maybe
Yes!
she was getting ready for
The
the
North
frozen
Pole?
season. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what's the most magical place for a child? Like, in my mind, like, I'm like, tree house or little, like, their, like, playhouse or something like
Oh,
that.
sure.
Some place where it's, like, the
Okay.
child's area that the sugar plum fairy would seek them out in.
Oh, wait, this one's covered in snow.
Ooh.
Perfect. Yeah. Maybe we lead to a little, like, birdhouse outside where it's like, "Ta-ta, see
Mhm.
you next time."
I like it, I'm into it. Yeah, make sure you move the cat covered in flour aside for
Mhm,
that.
mhm, mhm.
Mhm, mhm. Just saying, we only got,
Ah,
1 minute left for this hype train. Ooh,
all
make
right, guys,
Brandon
we're
watch a
close.
full hour of Mamma Mia.
Good
Loving it.
God, people. Do I have to
I'm
rewatch the first 35 minutes?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no, no.
Okay.
We're just adding on time to what
We'll
we
just back up
already
like
have
a
watched.
minute or so. Yeah.
Just so
Okay,
you
okay.
remember where we're at, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah, if
Mhm,
y'all just give me a recap at the start of it, that'll be good.
mhm,
Don't
mhm,
worry. I will.
mhm.
I think this is great, and then maybe I'll give her a little, sled, that she
Oh,
took,
yeah.
flying away.
Or get the
Um,
little penguin. Look at the little penguin
oh,
guy.
Oh, I love
they're
the penguin.
cute.
They're on a little one.
They're so cute.
It's
I
a
love them.
inflatable.
Little
So
inflatable.
cute.
I love it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Can you put a little cloud of dust, a cloud of flour around the kitty?
Mhm. Uh,
Aggie's frogs, you're so done with snow already, aren't you?
We
Isn't it
haven't even
summer?
gotten any yet. I want more. I want any at all.
I know. I don't think we got any this year.
No, I'm
New
very
York City has
selfish.
gone, 700, consecutive days without more than an inch of snow.
Jeez.
That's cool and
Bad.
not,
Doesn't
concerning
portend
at all.
anything bad. Son of a
No.
fucking bitch.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you,
Yes, yes, yes,
Mixel.
yes, yes. We're now up to 55.
Mixel.
Incredible.
55,
If you
55.
weren't so generous, you'd also be on notice.
That's the thing, can't be mad.
Can't be mad.
All right, incredible. There is your little flower cloud.
Choo choo, choo choo. Amanda, that's great. I love that.
Thank you.
That's so good.
I texted my sister that, Amanda. She said, "That's a very good idea and thank you, but I'm so done with sugar plum. I'm glad the jig is up."
Good,
Fair,
good,
fair.
fair.
All
Um,
right. Well
all
done,
right.
y'all.
So I know we saved the cat for something, but I also did have an idea based on what Jake received during his holiday break.
Let's do it. We'll leave the cat for
Um,
later.
yes, we'll leave the cat for later. So Jake, as a gift from our friends, got, and now he's going to be even more Jake Ziti than before, a KitchenAid pasta maker.
Yay!
Incredible.
He's living the dream. He's making pasta. He's being adorable about it. We love that for him.
That's awesome.
But because he's now like he's gotten to the point where he does the like linguine and the strippy kind of pastas very well.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Now he's like, we got to start making ravioli. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah,
do.
yeah.
So we've been thinking about like, okay, well, like, what's an interesting filling for the ravioli? What kind of sauce are you going to pair it with, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Amanda, I love that you've already brought up types of pasta. Can you bring up just a couple of different raviolis that are like, bisected so that we can like see the interior
The
maybe or
cross
something like
section,
that? The
yeah.
cross section. Thank you.
Certainly, certainly.
Um,
You're with
Do
because
you
my idea is we're going to create magical raviolis and like fill them with interesting things and then say what the effects of those interesting things when eaten are.
love it?
This is great.
Mhm.
I am
Mhm.
You
hungry,
don't
which is not good.
Mhm. Now you know how I feel all the time.
you don't use a do you use the electric or they use the pasta thing for making raviolis, or is it just folded?
Well, so it's just for getting the sheets really nice
Oh,
and
of course.
thin.
Of course,
And
yeah, yeah.
then you lay them out, you put the filling in, you lay another sheet over them, and you press and cut.
Of
We
course,
haven't
of
done it yet. I'm very
course.
excited to, but,
All right, cool. So I'm not finding any ravioli cross sections. What I do have is just an image like this where we can kind of like, point and
sure.
use graphics to show. Okay.
Hold on, does Canva not have, like, an open
Oh,
ravioli?
I didn't even think about that.
Ravioli, ravioli. Give me the formuloni,
Is that a
right?
Eh,
song?
It's SpongeBob reference, but Jake and
Oh.
I say it to each other all the time.
I
There's
kind of like
love.
There
that. Very like
It's
impressionistic.
terrifying, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of into it.
Just make it
Let's
smaller.
stick with this. Yeah,
Okay,
and then we'll add graphics to indicate the fillings as
yeah.
we go.
In my brain, I was like, "Oh, well, if it's got, like, red sauce in the middle, Amanda can, like, fill that in with, like, galaxy color or something like that," but
That would
this
be
Mm.
is
ideal.
it is.
Yeah,
It's
but
ideal, but
you know,
no problemo. Totally
what are
fine.
you gonna do?
Okay.
Maybe just search for sauce in Canva and see if we can, get some, color options on here. This was a mistake.
I've done a fantastic I'm so happy.
All right. So first, my favorite kind of ravioli is spinach.
Mhm.
Um, let's see what we can do with spinach ravioli.
Okay. Alright. Um,
Now you talking filling or pasta spinach
filling,
green?
Brandon,
Filling.
filling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
that
I certainly don't want to lock this.
Do you play with an old trope and you make it, that you gain a temporary strength buff
That's
because,
what
like,
Mixel in
Popeye
chat
eating
said too.
his
That's good.
oh, damn, guys. Alright, cool. Love that, love that.
Wait, sorry. How do I
Now,
unlock?
can I pitch you though that avoiding the cliche, what if you eat it and instead of becoming strong, you become a cartoon?
Also fun.
Also
Um,
good.
my other thought was, spinach is really high in iron, so maybe you,
Mm.
like, either, like, either your skin becomes iron or, like, you eat a you eat a spinach ravioli, and then as you pull it away from your mouth, like, a fucking full sword comes out.
That's good. I like that.
Alright, cool, cool, cool,
All
cool,
We
cool.
got a
right.
first time chatter from CMT Fizzle that just said Popeye the Ravioli Man.
Correct, correct. That's, famously so. Yeah, so whichever
Sordioli.
spinach sordioli, eat one, get a sword. Get +1 iron sword.
Incredible. Incredible.
Which I think also is cartoon physics, so it
Yeah,
really,
that's true.
like,
Yeah.
it adds both
Yeah.
as a yes and.
Nailed
It's
it.
very fun.
Now, what kind of raviolis do you like, Julia?
I've been playing around with we had a really good, like, sweet potato gnocchi recipe for
Mm-hmm.
New Year's, and I think, like, a good, like, example of that would be, like, instead of sweet potato gnocchi, it's, like, butternut squash or pumpkin with, like I like the brown butter and sage sauce
Mm-hmm.
with, like, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of
Mhm.
nut or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, d do with that what you will. Sorry, I have to take a quick phone call. Give me 1 second.
No,
Yeah,
fine.
do it.
Brandon, are you laughing at the word nut?
No.
Are you sure?
It was just the way that she said it.
Okay. I also love like a brown butter sage, pumpkin squash, pepitas on top, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
God, so good.
yeah.
Um, so let's get all set up. What kind of flavies do you like? Because we can get you sorted as well.
Okay, I like the egg yolk ravioli where you just put
Mm.
a whole goddamn egg
Ugh.
yolk in the middle of a ravioli and cook it, and it's fucking incredible.
Like, I'll never be upset about egg yolk in any food, but the ravioli in particular is like
Hmm.
that's some good shit.
My favorite, one of, if not my favorite, just like I guess foods, but like taste experiences. Ramen eggs are the goddamn best things on the
They
earth.
are. They are.
Are we suggesting an egg yolk,
Yeah,
ravioli?
We
just
are.
coming up with different flavors. Yeah.
All
Interesting.
right,
Cool,
Julia,
cool,
so I
cool.
have your pumpkin. I'm gonna find some pepitas for you.
Mhm.
What are we thinking, sort of buff wise?
Um, alright, so I have a little secret for you guys, and Eric's not gonna watch this, so it's fine, so don't worry about it, but
Because Eric hates our content.
in Valda's,
Not true.
there is a spell that I almost used in the most recent arc of, Join the Party, but I did not. Instead, I used, Polymorph because I'm a menace. But there is a spell hold on, I gotta scroll down to it real quick because we love Valda's
Gotta
Spire of
scroll
Secrets.
to the spell.
Gotta scroll to the spell.
Scroll
Where
into
are
the
they?
spell.
Where are they? So it's a 4th level spell, and it's called Mandy's Enchanted Carriage.
Oh.
And it turns a fruit or vegetable into a carriage that you can then ride inside.
That's
Julia,
really
are
good.
you gonna turn a human being into a into a carriage?
No, I'm
A green
saying
folk?
you bite it, and then it pops open and it turns into the carriage
But
for
in the
you.
world of fruit of Vertistello, fruits is peoples.
But also fruit can just be fruit.
That's true. That's true.
Mhm,
But what if
mhm.
instead you turned the enemy that is a fruit and or vegetable into a carriage?
I think
Thus,
Yes.
that
we get
would be a little bit of a shenanigan, and, Eric
Julia,
would probably say, "No, can't
who's
do
to
to.
that."
say what's a shenanigan and what is simply good content?
So would you like to hear how this works?
Yes.
Yes.
You transform a vegetable into a large magical carriage, complete with reins and 2 quasi-real horses. I don't know what quasi-real means.
Quasi
I love
real.
it. The carriage is luxurious and carries up to 6 passengers, 4 within and 2 atop the coach's seat. Creatures within the carriage have full cover from external effects, but can see outside through a pair of windows composed of magical force. While sitting in the coach's seat, a creature can control the carriage, which has a speed of 100 feet and can travel 10 miles in an hour or 13 miles at a fast pace.
Wow.
Oh my
That's great.
god.
And then also it's like a really interesting spell because the duration varies. It basically lasts until midnight.
That's
That's amazing. I
amazing.
love
Wait, what
So
is it
that.
good.
called again?
It's called Mandy's Enchanted Carriage.
Mandy.
Mandy's Enchanted Carriage.
Uh,
What Randy do you think is referencing? Moore, Patinkin?
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely, definitely.
I don't
The
know any
carriage
other
and
Mandys.
horses, carriage and horses count as a single object with a 12 AC and 100 hit points. The spell ends
Whoa.
early if the carriage and horses are reduced to 0 hit points.
So really, if you turn one of our enemies into a carriage, it would be a bad thing because it'd probably get more hit points than it had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I get to control it if I'm sitting in it. So
One of the things I did over the holiday break was go to PAX Unplugged, where we got the chance to see Mage Hand Mike himself and his lovely wife, who also works at Mage Hand,
Oh, what's her name?
and
Mage Hand Mandy?
Caroline actually.
Oh man.
And I know, I wish, but no, they were like, "Oh my god, so many people are coming up to us and being like, 'You're Mage Hand from Join the Party,' and it was really really sweet."
it's so
That's incredible.
cute.
I love that.
Yeah, Yeah.
Our fans are the best.
No, it was great. Julie, this is wonderful. I love this.
Mandy's enchanted pasta. That's very good. Thank you, Amanda.
Hell yeah. Now, how about the egg yolk? I mean, I'm thinking about a molten lava fury sort of fountain, that can damage enemies, but that's just me.
No,
I
I'm
like a
into that.
lava flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like what's worse than difficult terrain? Like what's hot? What's the lava equivalent of difficult terrain?
I mean, it's difficult terrain, but you take burn damage, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
The excellent, help me out, chat.
Hazardous terrain. That works.
The excellent
The egg
lava flow.
excellent egg.
The Pompeii flow.
There you go.
Hey, now we're cooking with
Or the
gas.
from chat egg eruption. CMT fizzle.
Yeah, man, to figure out how to spell Pompeii.
That's the way that pleases me the most, so that's
Good.
what we're gonna go with.
I'm into it, honestly.
Now, in which way can I, the player, Brandon, not the PC, the player, go in there with a spoon and just eat up that lava flow, though, Amanda? How do I just?
I think you just have to make like a Constitution saving check,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
or make a con check,
Right.
about your like heat tolerance.
I think
Yeah,
it's a real, like, if you roll high con, then it's only 1d4 damage, fire damage. If you roll low con, it's like 1d12
Yeah.
damage.
I
I love
also
it.
I need to highlight Zach's suggestion of Exuvius, which
Mhm.
was right there for me to think of, and I
Mhm,
didn't.
mhm.
Another kind of ravioli that is absolutely without fail delicious: goat cheese.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I
good.
usually think of goat cheese and spinach being a combined thing, but I'm into it.
Mm.
I like it.
Oh, I always see spinach and ricotta as the standard,
Mm.
Is there
but I
like a
guess.
quattro formaggi ravioli type
Oh,
situation?
I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, usually you get a 5 cheese for a
5?
No
ravioli.
formaggi?
What are
In
the
this
5? What?
I know.
Julia, what's the fifth cheese?
Hold on. I'm gonna find out.
I saw a tweet recently that was like, yeah, like quadruple leches cake in this economy. It was great.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, I made
Okay.
was it for my birthday? I made a 8 milk cake.
Alright,
I
I
think it was a New
lied.
York Times recipe.
This is a, clear violation of everything good and proper because
Italian code.
all these recipes for some reason actually, okay, here's a 5 cheese that does not include cream cheese because I was about to die.
No.
Rigat, mozzarella, parmesan, provolone,
Julia
Asiago.
sounded like the Sopranos.
Sorry I pronounced the way the Italian Americans pronounce it!
Yeah,
Not
Is
because
that
that's how I was raised, but because my husband gets on me if I say it any other way.
Really? That's so funny.
All
Is
right,
that
I'll be
how
like,
is that how you say it in Italian, or is that just like an Americanization of Italian?
no, the Italian Americans say it that way because they're all from Sicily, and Sicily speaks an entirely different dialect of Italian from
Gotcha.
Northern Italians.
Okay, so we have
5 cheese in this economy means you're rich.
Yeah. You
Oh,
crack
you
it
get to
open.
you eat a bite of it, you get to pass a like performance check as like an extremely rich person going
Oh,
forward
like a like
for like an
a like a
hour.
feign or something, yeah.
Yeah. You take a bite of it and you'll be like, "Do you know who I am?" Uh-huh. Yeah, like all of a sudden your clothes are like bedazzled and like you're like, "I'm a very influential person."
You show them the cross section and you say,
Mhm.
"You see those 5 cheeses?"
5
you couldn't
cheeses.
even dream of eating 5 cheeses.
5 cheese.
This is very good.
Oh,
Um,
library chick, you should 100% have breakfast ravioli.
Breakfast
oh, that'd be so good.
ravioli.
I have
Yeah.
a pork belly at home, and I'm gonna do a little like pork belly rice bowl.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So good.
Remember when you guys got on me about breakfast pizza?
Yeah.
Um, first time chatter KRS Rambler said, "Very daddy scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine."
I don't remember what that refers to, but that sounds good. I like that. Oh, when Jake and Gina are sneaking into that rich people club. Now I
Mhm.
kind of remember that
Hell
scene.
yeah.
It's been a long time.
Now, CMT
Uh,
Vizzle also said breakfast ravioli is a Pop-Tart, and I don't think that's wrong.
I'm not here. Listen, man, I hate the argument of everything is either a Pop-Tart or a burrito or a fucking,
Is that a
soup.
thing that internet people say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like everything is either this, like there's 4 categories of food or something like that,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
would
yeah.
rather die than argue any of those.
I heard from my uh, live-in roommate that is Tumblr come to life, that at some point there is like, you could be 4 types of man or something. It was
Mhm.
like Jeremy Allen White was one. It was like the cook, do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
Oh
What are you
shit.
saying?
Okay.
The Coffee Ghost has never left Tumblr,
Yeah.
and I did. Um,
It was like what you're saying, Julie, a 4-way graph. And it's like you can be 4 types of man. It's like the cook, the
I'll
like
just
the
find
line
out,
chef.
Brandon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 4 types
uh,
of man.
4
Line.
types of cooks. Is that it?
No, I'll ask. God, Google. Hey, I thought Eric was being silly when he was talking about how much Google sucks.
Yeah,
Google
it's bad
fucking
now.
sucks now.
Brandon
It's very
Erickson
bad.
doesn't fuck around with technology recommendations.
Jesus Christ. I searched I have a program called Addictive Drums, and I was
Mhm.
searching something to figure out how to do something, and I typed in Addictive Drums how to do whatever, and all it did was show me the national addiction hotline number and then like 12 different addiction centers. I was like,
Tough.
guys, are you fucking
That's
serious?
not what I'm talking about. Just
Yeah.
because I like listen, someone recently told me too, that DuckDuckGo is just Bing, and that's
That was
So
devastated me
Misha.
to my core.
DuckDuckGo is powered by it's like search results are gotten via Bing, but it does have its own like ranking and algorithm. So it's not simply Bing reskinned. And yes, on Eric's recommendation, I've been using DuckDuckGo for months, and it is much better.
Mm,
Though I do have to say, I searched for the word dew, like DEW, as in like the cute stuff on grass.
mhm.
The other day for a head heart gut argument, and the first result on there was 2 Wikipedia results that DuckDuckGo surfaced me. One was a like type of weapon, and then the second one was dew, like the precipitation. And I was like, I want the wet stuff. Like, who is searching for the weapon?
Clip it, clip it. Amanda wants the wet stuff, clip it.
Yeah. I did just create I've had like pulled pork or beef or brisket ravioli before. Those are my
Mhm.
Ooh.
absolute
A
jam.
short rib
Um,
one, yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
And
god. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but Ralt said I saw last night that if you Google JFK death penalty, it
yes,
turns up a middle schooler's homework, and you're absolutely right.
I saw that too.
That's so wild. I'm
Why?
sorry to interrupt you, Amanda.
No, it's all good. And I like the idea of a ravioli that like you can use, but also you could feed to somebody for shenanigans. And I enjoy the idea that like once you eat this, you are so energized and your muscles are so pumped full of like protein and stuff, which is exactly how biology works. That you are drawn inescapably into a fist fight with the next person you make eye contact with. It's like the opposite of disengage. Like you are forcefully engaged in a fist fight.
Yeah, but
Um
what happens, Amanda, in the fantasy game when you eat this
Yeah,
ravioli?
yeah. The same as reality.
I think that, like, yeah, it should be like, yes, you get a boon of like, oh, your strength goes up by 1 for the next hour, but you do have to get into a fist fight with the first person you see.
Oh, excellent. I love this.
Now CMT Fizzle
Brandon,
apparently
I need you to understand when you pin stuff, it makes the chat unusable for me
I know.
when it's in a separate window.
That's why it's
Fuck
funny.
off.
I do just want to point out this magic recommendation of what I know is just a pepperoni, but looks like a sausage garland, and I've
It
never wanted
does.
anything more in my life.
Actually, that's what's gonna go on my tree next year for
Right?
Christmas.
And you
I
can just
did
get a
buy
little snack.
I got, like, fake oranges
Yeah,
this year, like, like, stringed for a garland, but I
yeah,
think, fake pepperoni would be a better option now that I think about it.
I love it so
I
much.
I don't think I told you guys this, but we have Uncommon Goods as a JTP sponsor now, which I think we already
Mhm.
did an ad for them. But they gave us a little bit of credit, and
Yeah.
I spent my credit on a thing that I could use, and then I had like $17 left or something, and all I could find was like make that match perfectly, so I didn't have to pay anything more than like $1. was 2 pepperoni pizza ornaments that are
Brandon,
ceramic,
send me one! Send me one! Give
and they're
me the gift
beautiful.
of pepperoni for Christmas!
They come in a little pizza box. They were so
Oh,
cute.
Brandon, that's so
Brandon,
funny. That's
genuinely, guys,
amazing.
Uncommon Goods, like, they already paid us, they're on a couple shows, like, they're very good. I got a gift that Eric found me for a friend I got for Secret Santa. She loves, like, a certain college football team, and so I got her a candle with, like, a 3D printed lid of
Mm.
that stadium that they play in, and then they won the Rose Bowl, and she was like, "It was the candle, what can I say?" She was very excited.
I
It's always the candle, baby.
I was searching through a bunch of stuff on Uncommon Goods to find something I wanted to buy with my credits, and so I saw a lot of it. And on Christmas morning, I my brother is a fucking maniac. He always gets my parents because we don't do sibling gifts anymore. We just do parents and kids.
Mhm.
It's nice.
And he gets my parents like my mom literally had like 30 gifts, and
Oh my
it's
god.
insane and it's annoying. But as she opened them, I was like, "Oh, that's from Uncommon Goods. That's from Uncommon Goods. That's from Uncommon Goods, and I'm gonna fucking scoop
Yeah.
you next year, motherfucker."
And yes, Ralts is totally right. Eric's been on the Uncommon Goods train for a while, and he
Mhm.
is the preeminent gift giver.
It's
Mhm.
good shit.
I would like to suggest Mushroom as it opens up a very small interdimensional room.
I
Uh,
like that.
Like
and
maybe
you
4 by 4 feet, you know?
if you completely eat the one ravioli, do you also shrink down so it's normal room size and you can, like, do things in there before you pop back up?
Yeah, I think it's like I think, Julia, it's exactly suited to your wingspan. The room is exactly as wide as your wingspan.
Now, Julia's wingspan or the character's wingspan?
Your character's
The character.
wingspan. But look at me. Look at mine.
The
Wah!
This is really good. This is a good prompt.
This is good. I like it. Should we
What
do
other
one more maybe?
yeah, what other
Yeah.
kind of raviolis are there? I saw like a lemon ricotta situation. I saw like
Mhm. I've seen a
Ooh.
sweet corn one before, which looked
Oh,
really good.
corn,
Ooh.
yeah. I've had, like,
Mhm,
elote ravioli before.
mhm.
Ooh,
God,
that sounds good.
Trader
so good.
Joe's typically does, like, a sweet corn burrata one, I think, or something
Yes.
like that.
Shit,
That
That's
that
is
sounds
exactly what I'm
good.
thinking about,
fucking dope.
Julia, yeah.
Yeah, fucking dope as
Oh,
shit.
so good. Okay,
Lauren
so we
got
have
a Trader Joe's gift card for Christmas, and so I'm going to go buy that
Nice.
now.
Our tradition, Jake and I, is for our stocking stuffers, we go to Trader Joe's separately, and then we pick out all of the snacks that we think the person would like that they wouldn't typically buy for themselves.
Oh,
So
that's
Jake
cute.
got a lot of dark chocolate for Trader Joe's this year.
I love that.
Mhm,
nice.
mhm.
Okay, so this sweet corn, what are we feeling for the effect of this?
Oh boy.
You become a real
Um,
sweetie.
I mean, we already
Uh,
did a charisma thing, but I do think that would work to like charm someone or
yeah.
what
Well,
else is corn?
inspired by the party plannings that Julia and I did the last couple weeks, which if you're not a patron, highly recommend.
Dude,
Um,
so good.
so much fun. Maybe this like the person you feed it to becomes involves themselves in your next adventure. Uh,
Okay.
or if it's you, like you have to respond to the request of the next person who asks you something.
Mm, mm.
I like that. Um, Now I don't think this is going to actually be the thing we choose on, but I would be remiss if I didn't say you eat it, you can't be digested.
Great for roughage.
Really,
Um,
really good prep if you're, like, going into a dungeon that has a lot of slimes.
Exactly, or
yeah,
like there's a
okay.
giant
All right.
monster that's gonna eat you, you know?
Mhm,
Guys,
mhm.
maybe it deals poison damage to any creature that tries to ingest you
Ooh,
That's
while
I
it's
fun.
in
like
your
that.
digestive system.
Yeah, they
All
have to
right.
make a con saving throw. I'm into it.
So then let's call this amazing.
The amount of maze puns that we've made in this campaign is just truly legendarily
It's
high.
like 2. We made 2.
Oh,
Many more than I expected.
there was some in, the episode I'm, editing right
Oh,
now,
okay.
so that's that you haven't heard, so
I haven't gotten to that one yet, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Is that yours,
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, guys, if you listened to the after party that came out on Tuesday, you know that we're going to be doing 3 one-shots set in the Word of Vertistello, with guest players and one each of all of us. I have heard all of them, and Brandon now has heard 2 of 3. Julia will be editing another and was in a third. So we are very excited to bring this to you. It's going to be great.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
Ninskolis wants to know, do you think your characters would eat these ravioli?
Yeah, most
Any
of
of them,
them.
without question.
Yeah. Cammy's down to try everything, so
Yeah.
What
Has anyone
is
ever done oh, I guess you wouldn't do this because it would puncture the filling, but, like, I just picture, like, a shish kebab of ravioli, like, deep fried. Oh,
I
that'd
was
be
gonna
so
say,
good.
they do, like, fried
a deep fried
ravioli
ravioli,
in
yeah.
the Midwest and, like, do it
Mhm.
on a skewer
Because
and
if
just,
it's
like,
like a
pop it off?
ricotta situation, yeah, that wouldn't, like, ruin the situation.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
because I think if it's, like, a dry enough ingredient
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the middle, it's not gonna, like, spill out. Like, I wouldn't do, like, a red
Oof.
sauce
Or an egg
filling.
yolk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
but, like, the pumpkin
Mm,
probably would be fine, the meat would be fine, the mushroom would be fine, the cheese would be fine, the spinach would be fine, you know?
Sounds
delish.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, guys, I just thought about this. Is
Yeah.
Umbi a picky eater?
Is
I
he?
think he's
I don't
a
know.
picky eater.
Hmm,
Does
I
interesting.
does
mean,
he
we
go
know
through
he's
phases?
vegetarian.
Which is, like, the equivalent of those guys who are like, "I only eat meat," which is very funny.
The liver man or whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and I don't care to, sir.
Okay.
Managed to get a big nose blow.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Um, Julia, I'm really excited to know what you have planned for this little fellow.
Oh, the little cat. I just loved him so much, and I was
Yeah.
thinking what kind of shenanigans slash adventures he could get up to if he was like
Mm.
a quest giver who like shows up next to your party and leaves them on a quest.
Oh.
You know?
That's
That
really
he does
good.
that drawing does look like a protagonist in a video game.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do we
Yeah.
wanna give maybe, like, 3 paths that you could go on?
Yes, I like it a lot.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's cute.
Let me find a little background image, see what I can do here.
Now what
I
is
think
this
what?
Go ahead.
No, no.
I was just gonna say, what do you think this cat sounds like, Julia?
Mm.
Okay, asked and answered.
Mhm.
Perfect. No notes.
No notes. No notes. Have you ever seen that picture of the cat who he's like sitting in a beam of sunlight and it's like this cat clearly has a quest for you?
Mhm.
I think I might have, yeah.
Hold on for the people in the chat. I'll find a link
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Amanda can post.
Did you holy shit, Amanda, good find.
Thank you.
Stop auto filling for me. I know what I want.
Very good. So how Julia, how are these you can tell I haven't played a ton of RPGs, but, like,
Mhm.
how are the quests typically given? Like, is there a choice? Is there like, "Oh, you can go for, like, brains, brawn, or beauty," or you can go for, like, riches or moral? Like, do you get a clue?
I think in this case, it's something like, oh, like this cat comes up you come upon this cat, right? He
Yeah.
I don't know if he talks, if he introduces himself or whatever.
You know what he says,
Um
Julia. Meow.
but he like walks up to you and he's like, purring and rubbing against your legs and stuff, and then clearly starts going down one of these paths, and you're like, well,
Mm,
this cat wants me to follow him, so we
Mm.
follow the cat.
it's very good.
I don't want to derail us for a second, but I did. You reminded me last night because you were talking about cats going between people's legs,
Hmm.
and I was just on a video of cute animals kick, and the coffee co showed me one of a little baby cow that was doing that, but regardless, doesn't matter.
Baby
I was watching cute animal
good one.
videos, and I got in a rabbit hole of watching horses eat bananas. Did you guys know
Oh,
that horses love bananas?
no. No, I did
No,
not.
no, Brandon, no, I did not.
Oh,
I
Incredible.
did
don't
not.
you now that I say it, don't you wanna see a horse eat a banana?
I've
Yeah.
seen a horse eat a carrot. They love
It's
carrots.
yeah, it's similar, but one's mushy, you know?
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's presumptuous of me to think what a horse would like and what they don't like, but I feel like because horse have big teeth, horse like crunch.
Well, some horse do like peel, some horse do not like peel.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
that's true.
I just thought that was fun.
Urban Wolf points out that, their dog Kira eats bananas a lot, and horses can't be that different because
That
Kira's a
was
big
our
pup.
point. Me and the
Mhm.
coffee ghost always say horses are just big pups. So,
Dang.
Interesting.
holy shit, Dingleberry Whirler.
Read it out.
No, I can't. Amanda, you don't want to know.
No? Alright.
It's a little sad.
Alright, let's then okay, so we're gonna have the banana path. We're gonna have, the carrot
The
path,
banana path.
and we're gonna have
Apple
the
path?
apple path.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know which one Brandon's not choosing.
Mhm.
See,
And
CMT
mine.
Fizzle gets it. I can
And what
picture a
Brandon
cow
doesn't
eating a
know.
banana, but not a horse, you know? It's
Mhm.
interesting.
What
I mean,
Brandon
they're all
doesn't know,
sweet.
Amanda, is that the great treasures lie down the path of the apple.
Yes.
Well, I do
So
now.
so I think this is the situation. I think at the beginning of each path lays one of the fruit. And you pick it up like a roguelike, right? Like a dungeon run. And you're gonna get a buff from one of the from the fruit that you choose.
Mhm.
However, there's also a challenge in the middle of the path, and then there's a reward at the end. So with each of these three, let's choose. We have the fruits here. Let's choose the boon. Let's
Mm.
look at the um, challenge, and let's choose a reward. We already have great riches for apples.
Apples, great riches. I also think that the boon for the banana is high constitution
Mm-hmm.
because
Potassium?
bananas. I was gonna say something about bananas, like bananas used to be considered bad luck because
Really?
when you were yes, so bananas were considered bad luck because when you were shipping them, the time in which the bananas were ripe before they would start to rot was very minimal.
Mhm.
So ships would take a lot of risks when they had bananas as cargo, which led to a lot of disasters, which led to a lot of sailors
Mm.
thinking that bananas were unlucky.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Mhm, mhm,
Oh, we need to
Very
work that into our, pirate campaign.
right.
mhm.
We would never take risk for cargo.
No, never, never.
For carrots, Julia, is it the skill what you need to perceive?
Sure. Perception.
Great. But what's the bigger category?
That's a wisdom check, I
Wisdom, yeah.
think. Yeah.
Did you know that's
Excellent.
actually not true, though? Not to I'm not saying to change it, but carrots don't actually improve your eyesight.
Yeah, that was a like misdirect during the Second World War
I think so,
because
Yep.
yeah.
we didn't want to reveal to the Allied force or the Axis forces that we had sonar technology. So they're like, "No, the British just eat a lot of carrots and that's how we can see our planes at night."
God, can you imagine being in that fucking room where they're like, "Guys, we need a misdirect for our technology." I got it. Carrots give you good eyesight.
Yep.
You're
God,
on to something. This
I
guy's on
knew
a
so many
roll.
I didn't realize I knew so many weird vegetable and fruit facts, but here we are.
And then how about apples? What are apples giving us a boon to?
Intelligence
I was gonna say apples and
or
teachers, yeah.
wisdom. Well, we already did wisdom,
Hmm.
so intelligence.
Intelligence.
I love it.
Tree of knowledge was what I was thinking
There you go.
of, and the classic apple, even though it wasn't really an
Beautiful.
apple, but you know,
We
whatevs.
we
I mean, it wasn't really a tree either, so
I mean, it was in the story, Brandon.
Wow, Nicola said Brandon knows those facts from flights.
Mm,
Yes.
roasted, sniped,
I'll
and
tell
roasted.
I'll tell Eric. He's gonna love that.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Beautiful. Okay, so we have all of our boons. We have riches at the end of the apple path. What do we have to get through to get to these riches? What kind of challenge?
Lots of doctors.
Oh. Are they zombie doctors?
Oh, I think they're necromancers.
That's fun.
Mm.
And they're like, "Hey, look at my new experiment because I'm Dr. Frankenstein or something
All
like that."
right.
Didn't
Whoever
even
this
have
Okay,
a
that's
is,
good. Yeah.
this is
I
who we
love
are.
him. Yep. Great. I
He's
love
my
him.
best friend.
Looks like
Mhm.
Beetlejuice. Incredible. Okay. So we go through the necromantic challenge.
My idea is he's like, "Hey, do you want to be my test subjects? I haven't been approved for human test subjects yet, but let's go for it."
I love that. How medical ethics works.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, very smart, Amanda. Very smart. Otherwise, how will we know?
How would we know he's a doctor?
It's not possible. I do have the stethoscope going into his eye sockets because I think that's where the most like resonance is for the
That's
skull.
how
Mhm,
that's how
mhm.
skulls work. Once you've
Mhm.
lost the skin and
That's how
stuff,
you
like, that's how
hear.
it works. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to just make this color pop a little more. We got to go with his color scheme here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, red really pops there. Oh,
Mm. Mandy, you're crushing it. I love it.
thank you. There we go. Perfect. Okay.
Hey, guys,
Uh,
Canva? Good tool. Good
good
tool
tool.
Canva does.
Mhm, mhm.
All right. What are we feeling? Carrot or banana?
Um,
Uh,
let's see. What are some of the things that a carrot
it's crazy that this is our jobs, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, here's something I can tell you about growing these fruits and
Okay.
vegetables, which is that banana trees,
Mhm.
um, instead of like dropping seeds that then grow into more trees, they send out shoots underground, like a rhizome, like a sweet
Oh,
potato would or a ginger, and so they sprout pups. That's what you call them, is the baby
Pups.
trees from the primary banana tree. And in
that's
order to
cool.
force the banana tree to fruit, you have to uh, axe those pups. And so I think at the end of this path, there's just a basket of puppies.
But
I
do you
was
have
gonna
you have
say
to kill
pack of
them?
dogs in between you and whatever the prize is at the end,
No, but Julie,
so
I cannot hurt them.
I didn't say you had to hurt them. Just because there
You
is
just
a
teach them
thing does
tricks.
not mean we have to fight them.
Wait, do you teach them tricks?
Yes, you could teach them tricks. You could be like, "Hey, would you guys like a little bone?"
Oh,
And
that's
you have to
true.
Yeah.
and you have to protect the cat who is giving you the
Oh,
quest
that's
in the
true,
first place
yeah.
from the pack of dogs.
Hmm. I
Um,
like this one.
I was gonna say that one, Amanda. Now, Amanda, did you learn that off, the Disney Epcot ride Living Off the Land, that fact, or
No, that was my primary highlight of my trip to Disney when I was a child, but,
And
uh,
also when we went for my bachelorette party.
we didn't go to Living on the Land.
We
God, I
didn't do
wish.
Living with the Land?
No, we went to the
No, we went
aquarium.
to the seas instead. You're right,
Oh,
you're
that's
right.
just as good, though.
Yeah.
That's the
I
second good
I
choice.
cried over some manatees,
Yeah.
Yeah,
classic.
it was wonderful. Okay, so we have puppies, and like Discord member Jessica, we have to teach them like agility and obedience training,
Mm,
and perform a little trick in order to get past. It's good that we have this potassium, constitution upgrade because you need to be like dedicated to that. You need to have some
Mhm,
some endurance there.
mhm,
mhm, mhm.
mhm,
Someone in
mhm.
chat said that their dog does like eating bananas.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Bourbon Wolf said, "My dog
urban
Kira
wolf.
eats
Yeah,
bananas all the time."
exactly. And because Kira's size of a horse, horses love banana.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. That's how that
That's what I'm
Okay, this
works.
is
saying.
great. What lays at the end of the banana path?
What reward? Um, Fountain of Youth is the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, sure.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
Really tight skin.
Brandon, how just, like, very quickly, how does that connect to the banana?
because it's yellow,
Okay,
Julia,
yeah,
and I always
right. Fountain
picture
of
the Fountain
Youth
of Youth as
and
gold.
yellow vanilla, yeah. Why did I say
Yeah,
vanilla?
I
Banana.
don't know. Well,
I
because
don't know.
banana pudding is just vanilla pudding, but you put bananas in, you know? It all comes together.
Okay,
Okay.
Fountain of Youth.
Okay,
There we
okay,
go.
okay, okay.
There we go.
I love it,
Love
it's
to hear it.
beautiful. Can you put
Puppy
a little
steepy.
sparkle around that, Amanda, for me,
Yeah.
please?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Do you
otherwise,
guys
that's just a fountain.
have you all had, Magnolia Bakery's banana pudding?
Yes.
No.
Are you a fan, Amanda?
It was good, but it's not a dessert I grew up with, like, a canonical understanding of, so I was just like, "This is really
Okay.
good."
Never mind then. I loved it, and when I looked at the recipe is literally just make pudding from the box and then put bananas in
Oh,
it.
word? Word.
Yeah, just so funny.
That's cool.
Alright, so we have our sparkly Fountain of Youth. Let's go down the carrot path. Now this makes me think of rabbits. Is that anything?
We got Bugs Bunny. We got
I think it's a enemy that is small, but multiplies multiple times the longer you have to
oh,
deal with it.
that's fun.
Oh.
Should
Mhm,
we put our
mhm.
little Gerblin friend in there?
Put the little
No, he's a
gerblin.
friend. He's a friend.
Okay.
You don't always have to kill him, Amanda.
Wha Okay.
Oh, a jumping course, Mixel, um, offered in chat.
Hey, what's up?
Mhm. He was
Get
up.
out.
And
Hey.
then I'm sure there's an effect that can, like, make weird, like, mirror versions of him behind him. Can we do that?
Okay.
In, like, somewhere in the edit?
Niscola. Niscola said, "If it's like my rabbits, it is lazy and wants food all the time. You have little rabbit pets?
Oh,
They're so cute."
very cute.
I saw one
Squirrels,
of
your
Scroll,
those.
life is so
Trippy.
interesting.
Trippy, come on. Show us Trippy.
Show us.
Show us Trippy.
Oh,
Yeah.
these are pretty
I think
trippy.
I think the trace one, Amanda, where he's got, like, multiple
Yeah.
sides. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, but then he makes his
His
background white.
background,
Okay,
yeah.
here,
Oh.
let's we can
Or
pixelate.
slice.
That's always
Ooh.
good.
I think slice would also work if we wanted to do
Oh.
that instead.
Oh yeah, no, that's a little too subtle. Okay, yeah, let's slice him.
Slice our friend. Shot, shot.
And yeah, so we don't want oh, come on.
Come on, guy.
We don't wanna kill him. So how do we get past him? We
We
put him
have
back
to.
together then?
Yes, I was gonna say the kinda classic, like, clone solution is to turn them on each other, so as to say, like, who's the
Uh,
original, who's not the original, and then they all turn on
oh
each other.
yeah. Oh,
Mhm,
that's
mhm,
good.
Mhm,
mhm.
mhm.
I feel like he would be quite the jealous Gerblin as well.
Yeah. That like other Gerblins will be like, "Oh, I gotta hang out with you next." And he'll be like, "No,
Yeah,
me."
yeah, yeah. Me, I'm the cool Gerblin. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Okay. This is good. This is good.
Hello, first time chatter, Zeke.
Hi, Zeke. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yo. Yo.
Um,
Very
Talking
cute.
about rabbits, I did see one of those giant Flemish rabbits for the first time last year or something like that. And guys, have
Whoa.
you seen one of those in real life?
Were you
No,
scarred?
No, they're so cool. They're
Mhm,
huge, but they're so cool.
mhm, mhm.
I
I
want
that's
like
one.
them.
crazy.
It's like having a dog, but a rabbit. And, everything's
I hear
dogs.
I hear rabbits are divas. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I
Niscola says that they're just lazy and wants food all the time. I don't
Mm.
know.
Oh,
I
that
don't
might
know.
be a diva, though, I don't
it
know.
might be a
That's true.
diva. Yeah.
That's true.
I hear that they have similar personalities to, like, cats, but, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It might be
They
different types of, rabbits and different breeds
That's
and
true.
mm.
whatnot.
Zeke points out, I think quite correctly, that jealous Gerblin sounds like one of Cammy's cousins. It's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a, really mean open fields name, but sure.
Well, what lies at the end of this path? Because we have endless riches. We have fountain of youth. I mean, what else could it possibly be?
What's a real,
Unlimited
like
power.
I
We
was
could
gonna say,
have.
like, what's a real classic kind of
I mean, like
I mean,
Book of Knowledge or something because
carrots.
it's
Yeah,
wisdom.
carrots are perhaps the most like nourishing. They grow underground. Yeah, is this perhaps like I don't know, key to like ecological stability or something?
Mhm, mhm,
Update on the rabbits. Nenskola says that Bluna is a diva, but Hugo is a sweetheart.
mhm, and
Aw,
Bourbon Wolf said that their friend's rabbit is like a cat, very temperamental and enjoys biting her when she's not paying attention.
that's good.
Mhm.
The Book of Knowledge makes me think of apples too much. So maybe,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
maybe carrots are just like your life's purpose. Maybe it's like an answer to a question you've really been, like
Mm.
substantial.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the, like, you can have one question
Mm.
answered truthfully.
Book of one answer.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
put a fortune. I'll put like a
Oh yeah,
little
there we go.
fortune
yeah,
telling thing, but you know what we mean here.
yeah, yeah. I like it, I'm into
Actually,
it.
I think I can go for a
Oh,
cuter
could
one.
you just put a magic 8 ball, magic 8 ball in there? Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is, you
No
got it.
problem. No problem.
Is Jake ZD like making pasta right next to you or something,
No,
Julia? Oh, you're
no.
looking out the window.
Oh, yeah, that's the window. I'm just
Gotcha.
checking to see what's going on out there.
And I need
Is
to
there
get the
a?
cat a little basket.
Oh,
Aw, because
that's such a cute cat.
if he fit, he sit.
If he fit,
Oh
he
yeah.
sit.
Oh
He
yeah.
fit.
He fit.
Oh, he fits
Oh,
perfectly.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What does he sound like again, Julia?
Meow. Is that
So
good?
good.
Is that good for you?
That's really good. Yeah.
So good. All right.
I feel like he has opinions, so if you, like, pick the path that he doesn't like, he's like,
Uh,
But
my
think he's
my
out
uh, my friend texted us this morning in our group chat that on the subway, someone just brought a screaming kitten onto the subway during rush hour,
What
Sure,
the
and
hell?
she
sure.
was like, "What?"
I mean, what
But
are they going to the vet or something? Maybe.
probably had an appointment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was loose and screaming,
Oh,
like
loose.
in
Oh.
the hand.
Oh.
Oh, that. Oh, maybe it was
Sometimes
an emergency then.
sometimes kitten just screams, so
That's
Yeah.
true.
Amanda, you gave him a bow tie. It's
A
so cute.
little bow
He's
tie.
so tiny. He's so formal.
Oh, he's so cute. Have you guys ever
Can you
heard Cat in Heat? By the way.
So
No, Brandon.
my brother-in-law just got a cat, and he, for some reason, when he first took her to the vet, decided not to get her fixed.
Hmm.
Whatever. And then
Not a good call.
I heard a video of the cat because she would
Mhm.
scream
Mhm.
for like 6 hours a night while she
Mhm.
was in heat. And he's like, I've made an appointment to get her fixed. I'm like, that was probably the right call.
It sounds legitimately like a baby, a human baby. It's so weird and
Screaming.
loud and
Yep.
crazy sounding.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Not enjoyable. Not a fun time.
Anyway.
But you
Imagine
know
if
what was?
imagine if we sounded like that once a month.
That'd be bad. Do you know what was a good time though?
What?
Let's join the party side quest with all of you. Because we're going to review what we have accomplished here today.
Mhm.
We, of course, said hello to Baby New Year. Welcome. We are back. We are so back, and we are very excited.
Mhm, mhm. No old man time for us.
None. We used Brandon's niece's note about finding the sugar plum fairy in a safe to
Amanda,
concoct what?
Amanda, please. The future Zodiac killer.
Thank you. Yes, yes. The current and future Zodiac killer, Emma's note about the Rugrats finding what ends up being a pretty wholesome little goose chase to occupy her. It did end up with a lot of flour due to a kitten all over the house.
Yeah.
But they do find out that the sugar plum fairy has returned on her inflatable tube sled full of penguins to the North Pole.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
This is what being a parent is, right? So
Mhm.
cute. Um, Inspired by Jake Ziti himself, we have all kinds of ravioli that you can eat and benefit from in your campaign. And of
Yes.
course, the mystical cat, who I imagine must return in the future.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a character we are going to be bringing back to the stream.
Amanda, save him somewhere. Put
I
him
will
where
save him.
put him where, baby went.
Now,
New
I don't
Year's
wanna put
baby.
this
Oh
lore
yeah.
on your creation, Julia, but did did Mystical Kitty come from Space Egg?
No.
Okay.
Too pure.
No, too pure, too good for this world.
And plus then their bow tie would be purple and green.
Yes.
That's true,
Um,
that's true.
but we have these wonderful paths leading to, of course, Fountain of Youth, the eternal fortune, and an answer to life's question.
Yeah.
It's pretty good
I
work,
love it.
y'all.
I love it.
So, with the kittens saved for next time, remember, folks, you can see us on social in between streams and eps, Twitter, Insta, and Tumblr. Join the party pod. Listen to the podcast. It is so much fun. And we have our very first guest one shot dropping on Tuesday. Brandon has been working hard. We have some surprises coming. We are so stoked.
Brandon, do you wanna let the people know what player is coming first in not who our guests are, but which player is, in the first episode or no?
I do. It's me. What up?
It's me.
It's your boy. I
Brandon.
also wanna let you know that the 3 men are Line Cook, Elf Prince, and Depressed Father. Anyway.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Amazing. And as Ninscola says, we also, if you are a patron, gotta join the Discord. It's incredibly fun. Gotta join the Patreon, period. And you can see those rabbit photos, which I'm gonna go check out just as soon as we end the stream.
I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
do that too.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thanks for joining us. Made me feel very welcome. Speaking for myself on our first stream back, the restaurant is getting dusted off, and we are back.
And Brandon has to watch 10 more minutes. Oh no, 15 more minutes of Mamma Mia, so.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Life is
I'm
good.
ending the stream. Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.